Well, it was a good win. I think the Citadel's got a good team. I think everybody's seeing why they're playing so well. They're just so physical at every spot. We had trouble with their physicality around the goal, and we don't have a lot of size on the perimeter, and they took advantage of that. But I just, Ed Conroy, their coach, has been a lifelong friend of mine, or a coaching life friend, and I just have so much respect for him. And they had a tough year last year, but they went out and got their talent went up, and when you got good coaching and good talent, you're going to win games. But it was a good game for us offensively. We shoot 51%. We go 10 for 22 from three. Turned it over 10 times. We can't do that. But I think the thing that I'm probably the most encouraged about is 5 guys in double figures. We didn't have to have Jaden go crazy or Dylan go crazy, but we had other guys step up. So good win for us. Knowing what we got ahead of us on Saturday and Wednesday are 2 awfully good basketball teams.
That's back-to-back really good games from Cam off the bench, 14 points, 5 points against Western. What have you seen his kind of confidence kind of get better and better over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I like the question because it is confidence. He is really. I think every time he shoots it, he thinks it's going in, and that's what you want. He just really gives us a boost. He's mature. He shows up every day and works. And so having another guy that can go in, he made 3 more threes tonight, and that's a really nice, compliment to Booth on the other wing. And so I was happy for him, and I was really happy for Keaton. I was just talking to him, and always something about him playing bad. He hadn't played bad. He shot poorly. Those aren't one and the same. How you play and how you shoot, those are 2 different things. Tonight, 13 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and no turnovers. He was plus 21. So, and Keaton is a good shooter. He's just gone into a little bit of a funk, but it was good to see him. He made a really big one at the end of the shot clock tonight.
Jaden's kind of limping there at the end of the game. Is he all right?
Yeah, I think he's fine. He got that ankle. And, Jaden, the thing with Jaden is he's out there so long. He played 36 tonight, and the only reason he didn't play more, he got hurt at the end. But he'll be fine. The thing I thought Jaden did tonight, he made a couple of big defensive plays for us at key times. And, it's just the way they're guarding him, and they did a good job. It's just hard to get him shots. I mean, he gets up 4 threes, and he makes 3 of them. But it's hard to get him shots, so that's why it's good to see the other guys step up and make them.
Less than 48 hours until Mercer's here. What was that quick turnaround do for the team? I mean, is it mostly rest or is it just all preparation?
Well, at this time of year, you really have to do a good job on short prep. Did they win tonight? Did they beat? They lost to Chattanooga. So that they'll come in a hungry team. They're really, really, really talented, and they did a great job of recruiting in the portal. And so, they'll come in, and we have Wofford on Wednesday. Those are, you're playing teams ahead of you at home, and, you need to hold serve. So we need to have, less than 48 hours to get ready for a really good basketball team.
You got another double-double from Dylan, 14 and 10. How's it been? He's kind of dealing with some nagging stuff, but he's playing through it. What's it been?
Yeah, old Dylan, that's my guy. Dylan, he tests my religion sometimes. He misses some of those layups, and but I tell you what, he shows up every day and he battles. He came to the sideline at one of the timeouts, and he's got a wep all on his arm, and he's bleeding. But, again, he's just really consistent, and he battles every night. And I tell you, I think Will Shaver's playing good for us. I do. I think Will is helping us. He's stepping up in his role. And, sometimes when you're a big kid, sometimes when you make a mistake, it's like they're loud mistakes. Well, everybody makes mistakes. I mean, he's just no different than anybody else, and I'm proud of him for how he's playing.